Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Newman used to say you never know what a football player's made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are. This rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was Throwdown. Was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And, David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Power football with the run. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball, rolling out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
And Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This Mike back was showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see...
The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Good timing on the quick out. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw at Tower. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Vols decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution. We're getting 6 points.
This offense has a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. At the 35, he's going to go. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He'll get rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning the Heisman. You talk about a guy that has had every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got his man quickly. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. Looking to throw at Howard. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continue.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one. Boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Tennessee, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Wall. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young, just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me of a little bit.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Can't get into the ground.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot, not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive.
They go to the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. It's third and short. They know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Tennessee, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. Keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football when you've got a trigger man you trust. Let it go.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them...
He's off to the races. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He breaks a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball to the field really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They're bringing heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Red pass, it's complete. Afterburner's coming. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has been threatening from inside the 10. This is a designed run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this kid running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
He is smashing people. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. And I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the ball's moving quickly to the line. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, look out! He's at the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do.
Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There it is. It's so awesome. Defense, you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be real.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Here comes the 2-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop number 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one play Quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach...
All by himself down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. And the route is on. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a host, and we've seen that thing in there.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another game.
After the misfire, now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On the move. Finding more yards with the spin move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I love all offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Has to throw this off his back foot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience of this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Let's go! Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 59, Tennessee 20.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no record on that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down for the 16.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he dropped it! And the defense got it! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down in 2nd and 4.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, doubling the football, let him make some catches and see if I can't hit some big play there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and 8. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better.
From inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Howard. Firing to the right, complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, it's Parker. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown time. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
73, Tennessee.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are. Just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
At the 35. First down. For the offense.
On the double.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver.
That's the end.
Everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
it's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They want to just keep throwing it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
This guy just gives you that. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and shoots up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeps it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong with them.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
This offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Vols line up to put it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Oh, how did you make that move? They finally make the stab at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's complete to the left. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Coming after it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. There's a long and storied